Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Gloomhaven. We have the Doomstalker in our party. This character is possibly one of my... I love all the characters, but the theming of the Doomstalker is so good. I've gone through and I've had a look at the different cards that are available, and I've decided not to swap any around. If I did, I would potentially add fresh kill in and maybe take something else out, just because having an attack 4, ranged 4 on like an opener can be really quite... In fact, you know what? Let's get rid of foot snare and we'll put that in. Can be really quite powerful. We've not put any gear in just yet, and there's plenty of stuff that we can do to improve them. So they're going to start off a little bit weak. That being said, let's have a look and just see if there's anything that we do want to buy for them. Shadow Armor's good for a one and done. Useful for blocking like super big hits that you're really not expecting, and it's only 30 gold. In terms of movement skills, we've not got a lot of stuff that's going to allow us to move around. Move 4, move 5, move 3 with a jump. So we could also potentially get the boots of dashing. That would use up all of our money though if we did that. But it's not a bad idea. At least to start off with. Alright, boots of dashing. And the shadow armor. And there we go. Got a couple of things. No potion. Stamina potion would be awesome, but we just can't afford it at the moment. Anyway, I digress. We can't do any more of the story quests. Even this one here, the brute has to be in the party, but the brute has to be level 3, and it's only level 2. So story quests currently on hold. Instead, what we're going to do is we're going to have a look at the Viper's Pit. Vermlings living in a cave network with a pit of vipers. Be on your guard. Got to kill all the enemies and loot one ornate chest to win. I was talking about the way the Doomstalker plays before I distracted myself. So the idea is most of the cards have a doom component, and you can doom individual enemies, and that doom stays on the enemy, and it changes how you interact with them. Normally adding some negative effect, like making them explode when they die, or making people run away. And there's a lot of potentially really good things. Like all summoned allies add +2 attack. This is good if you have a summoner with you. We don't, so not so useful for this particular one. Race to the Grave. Every turn it suffers 2 damage at the start of its turns. That's like a wound, but worse. So there's a lot of things you can do, and you can doom anyone that you can see on the board. So Doomstalker, really like them as a character concept. Let's take them in, and we'll go to the Viper's Pit. You meet Scabwit at the Copper Oasis, where he brings you up to date with the situation. As you head deeper into the oasis, he talks of members of his tribe hearing clanking sounds in the undergrowth, and then suddenly falling ill. They found strange tracks on the ground, but also vermling footprints which led into the nearby hills. He stops periodically and sniffs the ground, pointing out broken grass, stalks, and disturbed rocks. Soon you arrive at a cave entrance adorned with skulls and bones. You step inside. Okay, we could probably go with Protector. Professional is also an option. We'd need to use our items 3 times though, and in terms of the items we have, that would mean using the boots twice and the armor once. I think Protect is probably going to be easier to manage just because we don't want to get exhausted. Kill 1 or more elite monsters. Yep, that seems quite doable. Alright, let's head on in and see what this map is like. Look at them, living in a cave with snakes. That's not how vermlings should live. Beware the archers. They have poisoned arrows. Attack! Right. So Vermily Scouts have poison added to their attacks. Let's have a look and see what we've got. Lose if Scabwit is exhausted, so we want to keep Scabwit alive. Not impossible, just annoying. Loot the ornate chest, so we've got to go through this like V-shaped corridor and then all the way to the end. So we're going to have to probably push quite aggressively to get that done. Scabwit does have armor, but Scabwit can get poisoned. And there's a lot of poison on this, so we might want to do some healing on Scabwit at some point. But let's start off by thinking about what we've got. We've got a lot of quite weak mobs. So backup ammunition is going to put us in a good position for eliminating multiples at the same time. And for stuff that comes up close, we could go for opposing strike. So as a starting maneuver, planning on getting hit and preparing for some ranged attacks, it's a simple go-to. Now, over on the Doomstalker, it would be really nice we could go for Frightening Curse, which will allow us to transfer Doom between mobs, and Brace for the Grave, just to start off some damage on these things. It's not a bad plan. Detonation would also do quite nicely for eliminating both of these, but I think at the moment that's probably a bit over the top. So yeah, let's do that. Race to the Grave and Frightening Curse. And we're going to start at the back, because we don't want to be touched by anything. I think that's a good plan. So, preparing to fling rocks around and starting off the Doom Curse. Okay. Starting off with a heal, that's pretty nice. Scouts are moving and attacking. They've got a little bit of close range stuff they could do, and the Vipers are jumping in. So let's get the curses going. I say curses, the Doom going. We'll start off with this one actually. And we'll just get the Frightening Curse going. It is a burn card, but I think it's well worth using. Unhelpful. Maybe I should have made him explode actually. It would have killed both of them. Luckily the shield is holding out. You know what, use the armor. Don't like the poison, but there's not much we can do about that. Let's get opposing strike going for the retaliation and backup ammo. Okay. Now we start to do damage. Multi-pronged assault is burnable. Let's start off with a solid bow. That's going to allow us to shoot one of them. I really like Rain of Arrows. Rain of Arrows is a really good way of keeping stuff moving throughout, but it does take a little bit of time to set up as a like a chain of things. And there's no point in us doing any healing. We could move towards the door. Yeah, moving towards the door seems like a reasonable plan. 1, 2, 3. We want to move at least 4 if we're gonna head that way. You know what? Let's say fresh kill. So we'll use fresh kill to do the attack on this one. That gets us a little bit of XP, and then solid bow moves us up. Over here. Really, if we hit you we could do Rumbling Advance, so we're moving relatively quickly, and get a massive boulder on this, which will hit our friend, but not too badly. I think that that's acceptable. May not be the best plan, but I think it's acceptable. Shaman Elite's doing some attacking and stuff. Unfortunately, hitting the one we wanted to attack, so let's get more Doom going. Right. Well, we can get the massive boulder on this one, and this one. Killed him. Killed him. Move the Doom across. And we may as well step in and grab some money, actually. So this has been entirely unuseful. That Doom has done nothing. And the fact that it's just moved between mobs has probably caused us more trouble than anything. We've burned a card for no reason, is what I'm trying to say. All right, let's keep moving up to the door. So, Moment's Peace. Let's say Vital Charge actually to move in, and Felling Swoop. It doesn't matter if we go a little bit slower. Do we have anything that heals on the top? Sentient Growth. Okay, so Sentient Growth, Dirt Tornado. Let's get the poisons healed. Cool. He's doing healing and blessing. That's always going to be welcome. Ooh, do we want Warhawk? It could be fun. I've not really played with the summonables for the Doomstalker. Yeah, if he's healing himself up, we don't need to really worry too much about that. Let's step in, get his poison going. Skip the attack. Dirt Tornado will just skip. That gets rid of our poison. And a little bit of blessing is always nice. Right. Next turn. Let's push on in. Whatever we do, we're not going to be able to move in and doom someone. So let's just focus on scouting, I'd say, which means we can do things a little bit slower. We can use Swift Trickery to do an attack. That's fine. Over here, we may as well grab that on the way through. I suppose, yeah, Crushing Grasp and Heaving Swing. We're just going to end up staying still for this turn while we see what's going on. He's doing absolutely nothing this far back. That's a bit of a shame. Rather than loot one, let's actually just move a little bit closer. Skip the attack, grab the gold. Warhawk does nothing. And we're gonna have a look in the next room. Okay, so we've got the Elite over in the corner. It's going to move 3, 1, 2, 3. So it can't quite get close enough to us. I'm almost tempted to push through to the back over here, actually. How about the archers? Just attack 3 at close range. So we're in the best position staying where we are, in that we can't be attacked directly. We can be attacked by this Viper when it moves in, but that's the only one. Okay, we'll stay where we are. Let's kill the one Viper that can hit us. Right. What is going to be our best bet? I feel like doing a short rest. They're too spread out, is what I'm thinking. Doing a short rest would allow us to doom someone, which is great, but we don't need to doom someone in order to attack them. So we can just use multi-pronged assault to do a reasonable attack, and hypothetically, let's say, rain of arrows to moving closer. Over here, we're going to want to move up and do some ranged attacking. We can use our boots to get into the doorway and then throw some stuff around. I think that's going to be a good plan. Shaman Elite is going to do some healing. Hopefully he's going to heal himself. And goes the Warhawk. Wow, Warhawk doing hard work. Right, what are these doing? Attack 0, range 4, target 2. So yeah, we want to be out of range. Let's move up. Give this guy a stab. Hope to kill him. Didn't kill him, but did some damage. Good job, mate. You healed yourself, which is exactly what we needed. Poisoning my hawk. I do not like it. Let's get up to here. And we'll hit both of you. This is why we've got the backup ammunition. Oh, poor hawk, I think it's angry. I did not think I was going to be in range for that. That's not cool. Kind of need you to be healed, but I don't think that's really going to happen. We can move and grab some dosh. We'll do a short rest on the Cragheart. We could definitely get some healing on the Hawk. Hypothetically, Rumbling Advance and Earth and Clod could heal it up completely. So let's try and do that. And we're moving fast enough to keep it alive. Step in and stab. Oh no! Well, now we're just annoyed. Okay. Let's step in and we'll get a stab on this guy. Short rest. No point in doing a long rest. We'll lose vital charge. And we're going to go quickly. I think we'll Yeah, stab one and then step away and heal that poison. Over here, Crushing Grasp. If we step in, we'll be able to hit him hard enough. Let's use Sentient Growth to do the moving around. Ooh, we're moving a bit too slow. So, stab you. That would have done for the other guy, actually. What are you doing, actually? Move to attack 0, range 3. Well, let's stay next to him to disrupt his plan. Hello. Wallop. That does the job. Step in, get the gold. Alright, well, moving slowly, we'll grab the nearby money and then we'll start heading up towards the door. $16 gold. Considering we spent so much at the start of this one, it's really quite good for us to do this now. And Swift Trickery will get us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pretty darn close, actually. We could even use the Boots of Dashing to push through to the next room, but I think we'll rest just before we go in there. And we'll move up as close as we can. Although using the Minor Power Potion is just going to add to damage. It's not going to give us any cards back. We're not really running out of cards at the moment. You know what? Let's kick off Rain of Arrows. That's going to give us incentive to do some dooming, seeing as we've got so many cards available. There's his bless. Okay. Solid Bow is a solid attack. Detonation gets us in. Potentially we could do it the other way around, but moving 2 and then using our boots will get us into the next room. We'll do a long rest over on the Cragheart, so we can pick which of these to get rid of. I want to keep the backup ammunition because we've still got quite a bit we could do with it. At least we don't have to worry about Scabwit doing something foolish. Okay, we've got range of 5 on this, so we can actually back up and shoot one of the guys. You're going to jump in. You know what? This is fine. Step back and shoot the snake. They are clustered really nicely for us to do some cratering or massive bouldering. Let's lose Forceful Storm. Okay, we want a short rest now. Yeah, we can lose Fresh Kill. So we ideally want Detonation would be great. And Race to the Grave, just to blow them all up together. But it kind of does away with the benefit. You know what? Swift Trickery, actually, rather than Race to the Grave. And maybe Multi-Pronged Assault. Because if we blow it up, we're going to have an attack which automatically fires, but there's no one to attack. And I think over here, Rumbling Advance would get us closer and move us quickly. And then Crater allows us a couple of shots, or massive. Let's do Massive Boulder. So we should be covered for all eventualities. So first things first. Let's get the Doom on you. Get some experience by attacking you. Nice. This moves the curse onto the next person. And we automatically trigger an attack. Great, which moves the curse. Oh, sorry, the curse can't move any further because we've already used them all up. But we get another attack over here. That was pretty good. So Cragheart can almost certainly just take this guy out. I'd say we could even do it with a disadvantage. So let's move up to here. Oh, it's just out of range for that guy. That's a shame. Please come in, get some retaliation in your face. So we took no damage, he took 2. Love to see it. Race to the Grave would be quite good on this chap. Crippling Noose is an amazing Doom. We're going to have to use that at some point. I think we're staying where we are. So Race to the Grave will ensure he dies at the start of his turn. Other than that, Solid Bow would let us attack the one at the back, which means we can focus on looting everything nearby. So if we do Crushing Grasp, that gives us the loot. And we could also Sentient Growth, just in case there's anything still alive. Come on in, Shaman. Do something. Hey, even better. Alright, well, we may as well just do the attack, seeing as everyone else is already dead, and just move in a bit closer. Six more gold. And there's 4 there and 2 there, so I think we'll just move on up and grab what we can. Thank you. I appreciate that. We've got 30 gold this run. That's pretty incredible. Oh, just too far away to make it to that. Actually, let's go undo. If we step in this way, we can use a moment's peace to grab it. There we go. I knew there was a reason I picked that. Okay, short rest. sure we'll lose detonation. I do love detonation, but it's not important enough to protect over other things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we're going to be miles away from everything. Let's just do a moment's peace. And we'll do a short rest over here. Losing sentient growth. We should probably do a long rest at some point. Get the old boots back for each person, because it really changes how far you can move if your items are ready or not. May as well do some healing, even though there's nothing to heal. But it creates earth, which is going to help out with our various enchanter objectives. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, solid bow will get us close. Although, actually, we could do multi-pronged assault and crippling noose just to move in a bit closer. If we move in 2 over this side, then next turn we can move in and do the crater hit. Poor Scabwit, staying so far back. Okay, get a little bit closer. Right. Race to the grave, solid bow, that gets us in the room and seeing what's what. Heaving swing crater, that gets us attacking it. And then we can do some resting. It looks as if the item they've been using is in the chest over there. Okay, that chest is not easy to get to. It's also not impossible to get to. So what are they doing? You're poisoning whoever's close. You're poisoning whoever's close. And you're attacking anyone who's in melee range. So stepping in here is actually the best because it's going to keep us out of range of all this. And I think we'll have a stab on you. It's not an amazing hit. You know what? Take the damage. The Viper did exactly what I wanted. So we got the retaliation going in. That's fine. It's not a problem at this point. Okay. +1 to all ranged attacks this round. He's going to be relatively easy to kill. So I'm actually tempted to go for both of these to get them done. Right, short rest. Ooh, losing solid bow. It's a shame, but we've got plenty that we can work with. Race to the grave on this will get it killed. Then in theory, we could do multi-pronged assault to attack 2 other things. It's going to have to be a short rest. Ooh, losing the massive boulder. I do love the massive boulder. If we crater 1, 2, 3, 4, we can make it onto the chest. And that's going to be kind of vital for what we're trying to do. So let's go with Earthing Clod and Crater. Okay, we're moving relatively quickly this time. This is a surprise for me. So we're going to hit you. You will die on your turn. We're going to shoot these two. Get them both killed. We're going to jump all the way through. Grab this. I'm kind of tempted to keep this guy alive, actually. Just to give us time to grab more gold. Except he's going to attack here and die from the retaliation. We got 32 gold already. It's been good. Ooh, a remote spider. During your turn, poison all adjacent enemies. And there is nothing to attack. Scabwit's still over in the back, looking quite happy. Well fought. These vermlings shall no longer be plaguing my tribe. We achieved both objectives. 11 ability XP for the Doomstalker. The Doomstalker is going to get up to level 2 relatively quickly, I think. That's always nice. And a bit more XP from the quest completion. That seems to be some sort of clockwork spider that poisons your enemies. Why does everything have to be so unpleasant? Couldn't they have made a cute cat or a squirrel? Well, I mean, I guess there's a possibility they could have. Let's have a look and see if we've got anything that's been completed. There we go. Killed 20 giant vipers. That gets us 5 gold. It looks like there's also something else, although it may have just been that finishing up. Yeah, I think it was just that finishing up being claimed. So in terms of small items, we've got a couple of things that we haven't assigned to anyone yet. I will assign the steel ring to someone with low health. The Doomstalker's got quite a bit of health, so we'll leave that alone for now. But we are so close to the Cragheart being level 3. I like it. And we're up to 45 gold again. It's amazing how quickly it comes around. Now, question is, do we want to push for something like a major stamina potion, or do we save up for some enchantments? That poor Warhawk, it died so quickly. It looks like most of the enhancements are going to be either on burnable cards at this stage. Yeah, there's none on the Dooms. Swift bow seems like a very sensible choice, but we're going to need... Sorry, solid bow, not swift bow. It's a very sensible choice, but we're going to need a little bit more to make that actually work. Bumping up the range. Ooh, that's something we could do now. Same with swift trickery. Because I did say that this is a very nice opener. Definitely something to consider. We'll save the money for the moment, but yeah, I think we'll look into that more. Thank you very much for coming along, everyone. I do hope you have enjoyed this. That was another one of the Relic Quests. We need to carry on pushing towards the Hermitage. So we're going to have to find out where that is. We'll be doing more travel stuff next time, I suspect. As always, if you have enjoyed this, be sure to give a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do so, and you'll be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for another episode of Gloomhaven Guildmaster. See you soon.